All right. Good evening for this Saturday night hangout here on Total OS today. It's been a while. We'll see who pops in. I did send out some emails to all of the supporters. So if you're out there and want to say hello or anybody else, please do. I just got done fixing my friend's laptop. Some maintenance. He forgot his password, so I had to, yeah, do some work. It took about a couple hours, but he is good to go. It's my dear friend Richard, and retired attorney, so I guess you can say he's my consigliere. So this is just a hangout for this evening. No camera. I don't know who's going to be out there. This was not scheduled, but just chilling for tonight. As I said, after spending a couple hours fixing a laptop. So I'll be here for a little bit. For those of you who want to support the channel, thank you for all the supporters. There are some links scrolling there below on the screen for PayPal and Patreon. Of course, you can always check out Dad's music, Italian tunes, which I am playing in the background. You may or may not be able to hear that. But just some Italian tunes from across the pond. I'm hoping to see my dad again this April. And last time he was in town was about a year ago. So maybe when he comes in, maybe we can do a live show and he can talk, answer questions about his Hollywood acting career. I think that'll be fun. So we'll see how things go. Um, let's see. I haven't used StreamYard in a while. So let me see here. Okay, let me go here. This is to welcome all our Arch users. I'm just kidding. Arch users are unstable, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't resist. I no longer have unstable problems with Linux Mint, Windows 11, and of course, Chromebooks. No problemo. Speaking of Chromebooks, do we have any Chromebook users out there? Chromebook users, this is your home to talk about your experience. Don't be shy. You have friends here. I have two Chromebooks, and they are delightful because I don't have to fix a darn thing. You see what I'm saying? All right, looks like we're in the green here. So let's go comments. All right, looks like we have a few people watching. If anybody wants to say hello in the comment, please do. Again, no camera tonight. Wasn't I was too lazy to set up the camera after spending 2 hours fixing a laptop. But if you're out there and want to say hello or have a question, please do. Ba 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 boo. I am streaming from Windows 11 for this evening. And I can give you a quick peek of this, how this works. I think I've shown you this before, but if you're curious, let's see here. Let's do present, share the screen. All right. And let's see, entire screen, do that. And let me see here. Do this. So there, you are seeing what I see. Yeah, StreamYard is pretty easy to use. No problems here. Again, I'm streaming from Windows 11. Don't use Windows that much. Don't have to, but of course I use it to, it's kind of like a backup to Linux, and of course you got to run the updates and all that, and keep it secure, as it were. But yeah, this is just a simple StreamYard to YouTube layout. Quite easy, quite stable. This is the free version. I believe I can invite, oh boy, it's been a while. 6 people? 10 people? I lost track. Sorry about that. I don't remember. But anyway, this is what it looks like. So if you're curious about StreamYard. So let's stop sharing and we'll do that. All right. So while we're waiting for anybody to stop in the chat, I'm going to go grab a quick drink, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I should have grabbed my wine, but instead I grabbed a little bit of a 7 Up. Anyway, I'm still getting questions and the comments about the well, two things. Where are Chromebook extensions? I'm surprised that's still a problem nowadays. And the second question is the the lighted keypad on your Chromebook doesn't work. Well, keep in mind, first of all, if it wasn't designed for that, it won't light up, obviously. So, yeah, depending on which Chromebook model you have, they do not all have lighted keypads. If you have a lighted keypad and it doesn't work, either there's something wrong with it, it's broken, or you may have to check into your settings. But if you have a lighted keypad on your Chromebook, you should not have any problems. It should come on automatically, at least as far as I know. Let's see what else is new. I did install. What did I install on my ThinkPad? I installed MX Linux 32-bit edition. Not too many 32-bit Linux out there, and I believe MX Linux right now is number one on the page hit rankings on DistroWatch. So why is it number one? We'll talk about that next time. I think some of the reasons are obvious, but we'll talk about that next time. All right, let me check my messages here, see if anybody tried to say hello. All right, looks like it's all quiet for tonight. Yep, definitely quiet. So, um, I don't know who's gonna stop in the chat tonight, if anybody will. It seems like ever since COVID hit, came and gone, the weekends just haven't been the same as far as people being available. So that's why you don't see me too much on the weekends anymore, because no one seems to be available, it seems. But for me, it's a hit and miss. I just happen to be available for this evening. Again, as I stated, I spent 2 hours fixing a laptop and just chilling at home. So um, give me 1 second here. All right, well, good there. Excuse me. So yeah. All right, so let's see. Once again, thanks to all of these supporters of the channel. Always greatly appreciated. And thank you, Comcast, for raising my bill again. Man, I wish we had some competition here, but sadly we don't. It's either Comcast for these live streams or nothing. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks again for all of the supporters out there. Let me check the comments here, See if anybody popped in. Oh, Tim is Timo, my dear friend. How are you? Happy New Year, my friend. So Tim says, "Sorry, I haven't been around for a while. Been really busy taking care of mom and family." Yeah, me too, my friend. My mom had surgery last, Thanksgiving time. Thankfully, nothing serious. So she's recovering from that. She's okay. So yeah, I can certainly understand family stuff, but yeah. Yes, Tim says MX is awesome. It is, well, so far in my very, very brief test, I believe it's good. I installed it on a ThinkPad that originally had Windows 7. Remember Windows 7? That sucker, that ThinkPad's like a Lexus, like a Toyota, just keeps going and going, and it works. So yeah, I installed the 32-bit version on that, and I think so far it works. I'll have more about that in a future video. But thank you, Tim. Yes, mom is doing okay. She doesn't like the winter because she can't go out and play, as it were. But anyway, tomorrow I am off, so if she wants to go somewhere and party, as it were, I'll take her somewhere. I think it's going to be 50 some degrees tomorrow, so the temperature will be a little bit more stable, as it were. So, yeah, if she wants to go shopping or whatever, I left my day free for tomorrow, except in the morning. I may have a coffee date with a lovely young lady, but after that, it's party time with mom. Anyway, glad to see you're doing well, Tim. I know it's been a while, but yeah, this is just a random stream for tonight. Again, no specific plans, and we'll see who pops in besides us. So, but that's what's new with me. Taking care of mom, installing MX Linux, fixing my friend's laptop. I had to reset his password because he forgot. Thankfully, for those of us who use Windows 11 and 10, but Windows 11 has some nice recovery options to recover or renew or change a password through the command prompt. It takes some time, but it's not that difficult. But that's what I did for this evening, and all is good. And I was able to save all his files on top. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but anyway, that's what's going on here. Yep, I do. No, Tim, you run MX, Linux, Antics, and of course, Ubuntu. Absolutely. Antics, I believe, is the lighter version of MX, less system requirements. If I recall correctly, Tim, you would probably know about that. But I did take a look at Antics, but MX seemed to be a little bit more modern looking, if what I saw was correct. Anyway, um, they are related to one another. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I don't use Ubuntu anymore, Tim. To be quite honest, yeah, it's just not for me. As far as the GNOME desktop environment, I think Zorin does it well, and Pop! OS, because it has the right amount of proper extensions to make it a little bit more user friendly. So I don't really mess with Ubuntu anymore. However, I will probably test the new Ubuntu Immutable OS coming out, I believe, this April, because Chrome OS is an immutable system. So I'm curious to see what Ubuntu does with their new OS. Uh, you've been on Linux for 10 years. Wow, nice. Yeah, I've been doing this since 2006. So it's been a while for me, and it's been an interesting journey to say the least, Tim. But that's awesome. 10 years. Yeah, absolutely awesome. You know, it's kind of hard to believe for me that of all the years we've talked about what would be a Linux system for the masses, something simple, it turned out to be the Chromebooks. Of all the systems out there, something simple, affordable, easy to use, maintenance free. I guess I should have seen this coming, right? But it's still good to have choices. Yeah. Anyway, I miss the pre-pandemic days, Tim. We could have a bunch of us here laughing, joking, mail bonding, and all that stuff. I miss those packed weekends, and it's yeah, nice memories. How's Ubuntu working out for you, Tim? Yeah, it does appear that Ubuntu has a special place in your heart. It did at one time. It really did for 10 years, from 2006 to 2016. Uh, then they dropped the Unity desktop and went to the GNOME desktop, and it just requires more maintenance, not as user friendly for Windows users. Yeah, yeah, it's not the same. When as far as Ubuntu goes, I feel like Michael Corleone in The Godfather 2 telling Fredo, Fredo, you broke my heart. You broke my heart. I feel like telling Ubuntu, you broke my heart. Anyway, it's just not the same. But hey, if it works for you, the best one is the one that works for you, right? Absolutely. You're on 2204 waiting for 2404. Okay, cool. Yeah, if 2204 works, there's no reason to upgrade. I will take a look at 2404. Like I said, if anything, just for the new immutable system, and we'll see if I have the same problems that I had before. So we'll see. Because Chromebooks are immutable, and I don't have to fix a darn thing. All I got to do is turn it on. It does the updates automatically, and it politely asks me, "Would you like to reboot?" That's it. That's how much maintenance there are on Chromebooks. So we'll see if Ubuntu follows the same path. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious if Ubuntu can follow the Chromebook's path of a solid system where everything works, there's nothing to fix. I may go back to Ubuntu. Um, maybe, maybe. But for now, it's Linux Mint. Zorin is good. The Chromebooks, and of course, occasionally Windows 11. Yeah, Tim. I think Chromebooks are very nice. Look, they just work. They start at about $200 all the way up to what 1,000. Like it just depends what you're looking for. The new one's giving you guaranteed 10 years of updates, which isn't bad for $200. Um, and they just work. There's literally no maintenance. Either they work or they don't work. Um, and they have support for the Linux environment if you want to download some Linux apps and experiment. Of course, Android apps you can install too. So yeah, I think for the money, I think it's the best all around Linux machine for someone who doesn't want to install or tinker with anything. So yeah, I think Chromebooks are very nice. Yeah, again, it's just an option. So Tim, the last we spoke, I think you bought a used car or new used car. I think. I know it's been a while. I got to get some work done on my son's car. He needed new brakes, and power steering needs repaired. Just the usual maintenance here with all these freaking potholes. It's bad around here. Well, Tim, it looks like it's only me and you tonight in the chat, and that's fine with me. Yep. Zorin and Pop are good. Debian based. You wrote ache. I think you meant Arch is above your pay scale. Yeah, yeah. Arch can be a pain, so maybe they should rename Arch to Ache. Oh, it aches. It's above my pay scale to use Ache OS. um, I've messed with Arch base before in the past. It's okay if you want to tinker, but it's not for me either. Yeah, I'm more of a click and go person. Let me see if the updates are done on my Windows machine here. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm fully up to date. All right, very good. You know, Windows 11 has been a very, very, very pleasant surprise. I am stunned that I've been able to get this thing work, Windows 11 to work on a machine from 2011. I have to give credit where credit is due. You bought a 2021 K5 GT. Is that a Kia? Brand new, and it will be 3 years old in June. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, in fact, I just washed my car about an hour ago, and Monday I'm going to see how much work to get done on my son's car, and then go from there. But yeah, here we've gotten some major pothole growth. That's very unstable to say the least. So be careful out there if you have potholes. It can destroy any car, even a new one. Um, Kia, yeah. Okay, cool. I read a report somewhere where, speaking of cars, if I read correctly, Tim, they said 80% of Americans cannot afford a new car right now. That's a lot. But then I did some research, and that may not be too far off because the car that I like, the Lexus RX 350, how much is that sucker now? Let me go look it up here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, about 50 some grand. Um, yeah, for a quality SUV, it's 50,000. Anyway, that's what I read. So pretty soon we'll be riding horse and buggies. Tim, is that car good on gas? I'm not that familiar with that, if it's a 4 cylinder or 6 cylinder, but if there's any Halo fans out there, season 2 on Paramount Plus, the Master Chief, is February 8th. Can't wait for that one. So your car is very low mileage, very pleased with it, sharp looking. Your daughter got a 2023 Kia Seltos. Okay. Boy, she puts the miles on it. Yeah, most kids do, like my son. They didn't, well, he didn't go, he didn't travel much during the pandemic. So I'll give him credit for that. But man, he's making up for it now. So yeah. Yeah, and it's his car uses premium gas too. But what are you gonna do? But they're reliable. Lexuses are reliable. All right, let's see here. Great mileage on the K5, four cylinder with a 1.6 turbo. Very good. Okay, yeah, yeah. A lot of cars are going to this turbo, small engine turbos. I think the only downside with those, you have to be more vigilant on the oil changes, if I read correctly. But they do seem to be better on gas. Yeah, my car is not a turbo, but it's smooth, it's quiet. But yeah, turbos definitely are better for gas mileage. Okay, well, let's see. Why don't we have some fun and see if anybody else wants to pop in the chat to say hello? Let me bring up some foolishness here. Give me a second, Tim, and let's see what I can bring up. I came across, oh, yeah, I came across strange or funny uh, signs, billboard signs out of Texas. Okay, so these are true hilarious signs only found in Texas. So, for example, this sign says, "If you hit this, you'll hit the bridge." Right? Overpass. Okay. Let me see here. Is there life after death? Trespass here and find out. That's a Texas subway. They are tough cookies out there. Um, Guns don't kill people. Dads with pretty daughters kill people. Again, these are Texas signs. Uh, Here's a sign in somebody's yard: going to jail sale. It's 2835 West Allenby, whatever the address is. Okay. Here's another sign in Texas. Looks like this is a restaurant bar, Tim. This one says, "We do not serve women at this bar. You must bring your own." But a bump bump. Okay. Uh, um, Here's another bar sign, restaurant. Our beer is colder than your ex's heart. Now that sounds like a country song. Our beer is colder than your ex's heart. Ouch. Um, Looks like this is a sign out of a motel, and the sign says nachos as big as your ass. Okay. Um, uh, Speed limit 80 or 85, maybe 90, but don't go 100. Oh, what the heck? It's Texas. That's the speed limit sign. Yeah. Uh, what else do we have here? This is some bar and grill. The sign says $1 tacos that don't resemble cat food. Ouch. Okay. This is a sign that says treat your mom to a margarita. You're probably the reason she drinks. There we go, Tim. That's one way to treat our moms. Ah. Here's a sign that says now hiring. Housing prices are higher than Willie Nelson. Here's a sign that says be yourself unless you can be Batman. Then be Batman. Yeah, okay, fine. Um, is there anything more painful than stepping on a Lego? Probably not. This sign is from Hondo, Texas. This sign says, this is God's country. Please don't drive through it like hell. Okay. Let me see. Anything else here? Unless you fell on your treadmill, no one wants to hear about your workout. Ouch. Bobby pins, how females mark their territory. I mean, they're tough in Texas. Wow. If you're reading this sign, you're not watching the road. That is true. Here's one that says, the days of good grammar has went. I guess so. Children may be deductible, but they are still taxing. Bada boom. Psh. Anything I say before coffee cannot be used against me. Okay? Our food is genios. I said our food, not our spelling. Uh, live in Austin. Vote Democrat. Wear cowboy boots. Confuse people. uh, okay. This is a highway sign. Is this real? It says "Welcome to Texas," and there's 3 arrows. One says blind. The second one says sober, pointing down. One says drunk. Blind, sober, drunk. Okay. The speed limit is 69. Just kidding. It's 35. That's what the sign says. No trespassing, the sign says. No trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. That's tough. And finally, save the planet. It's the only one with beer. Uh, amen to that. And those are funny Texas signs. You went to grab a beer? Yeah, I don't have the beer. I have a little bit of wine left. Oh, thank you, Tim. for contributing to the wine fund here on the channel. Yes, I cannot function 100% without the wine. Of course, you know that, but thank you. Yeah, so that was some fun with real Texas signs. Funny stuff. Tim, I'll stick around a little bit longer if you want to. I wish there was more of us, but it is what it is. You know what? Hang on, Tim. I'm going to go grab my wine real quick. Just give me 1 second. All right, I feel better now. Sweet red wine, delicious. All right. Now I feel normal. Tim, I don't know if you know, but our singer, Pally Slim Man, released a new album last Christmas with his jazz funk band that you may want to check out. It's pretty good. It's just called Slim Man Bonafide. Bonafide is the name of a jazz funk band. And I think one of the songs was one of the top 10 jazz songs of the year. It's called, I believe it's called Lunch with the Queen, something like that. So it was fun having Slim Man on during the pandemic lockdown. He was a hoot. He's back in full swing doing gigs out west in California, so I'm happy for him. You got to give mom night medicine soon. Okay. Yeah, my mom takes vitamins. Let me think. Calcium and a couple pills for high blood pressure. And she remembers, thank goodness. So, yeah. Tim, did you see the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1? I saw last month. It was terrific. Yes, Slim Man is good. Yes, definitely everybody check out. Those of you who listen to this later, check out, just like it sounds, Slim Man. That's his stage name, but check out Slim Man. But I was saying the new Godzilla movie came out of nowhere, and I got to tell you, it was freaking good. Yeah, I saw it in Pittsburgh. I drove up one Sunday matinee, and it's I think it's up for an Oscar. And it's probably I don't know if it's a number one movie of the year, but it's got to be number two because it has such a good story and it just clicks. The movie is 2 hours long, Tim, but you only see Godzilla. I think somebody said you see Godzilla for 12 minutes out of 2 hours, but it doesn't matter. It's such a good movie. And I remember one of the scenes we were sitting in the theater, and there's a scene in the movie where the siren goes off that Godzilla's coming, and honest to God, as soon as this siren went off in the movie, the power went out in the theater, completely black. And I'm thinking, will somebody please feed Godzilla, man? Come on. But the power went out at the exact same time the siren went off in the movie. It's good timing. Anyway, I don't know what happened. I had to wait 10 minutes for everything to reboot. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, Tim. It's different. It is in Japanese. You'll have to look at the subtitles, but it's very easy to figure out. It's just a good story. Yeah, and well done. Probably the best Godzilla since the first one. That's how solid it was. So yeah. And I think they made that movie for only 15 million, which isn't a lot for a special effects film, but they pulled it off. Now maybe they used a bunch of Linux to save money, I don't know. But 15 mil for special effects movie, that is insanely cheap. But look, it looks good. You have to trust me, just go see it. There's a scene where Godzilla's chasing this fishing boat. He looks so real. Trust me, you'll see what I mean. It is excellent. But yeah, yeah, check out Slim Man's new tunes. He released a couple singles last year, and like I said, he's back in doing concerts. I think he's doing a show March 24th, actually, which is my birthday of all days. So yeah. Um, I have not got word yet when that will be streaming. It's funny because, of course, Godzilla was released in color, but last month they released a version in black and white, believe it or not, to give it a different look and feel, a throwback to the original Godzilla. But I haven't gotten a date yet for it to stream. But yeah, I don't believe there is any official word yet when that will be streaming. But this is one of those movies you just have to see it on the big screen. It won't have the same effect at home. I don't think. That's how good it looks. So yeah, if you can catch a matinee, you know, on the big screen, but that's what I did. So all right, put this over here. All right, I'll stick around a little bit longer, Tim. Then I guess we'll wrap it up for this evening. Wish you had more people on. Would have been a little bit more fun, but it's good to catch up with you as always. Okay, Tim, I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. It's 10 o'clock, so it's great having you here as always. Giving you a virtual cheers with my wine. Yeah. All right, Tim. Yeah. You said you do catch up with the videos. Sure. I figured you was busy with family stuff, but I'm glad you're okay and glad your mom is okay and your daughter and family and stuff. So very happy to have you here since, well, since last year, I guess. I know, man, time flies as they say. It's nuts, but glad to have you here. And yeah, we will catch up again, maybe on the private chat or something. And when everybody is available. But I guess people had plans for tonight, and that's fine. Tim, you are a great friend too, and wonderful community that we have here over the years. It is it's special, and I'll just leave it at that. So, all right, those of you who catch this later, sorry that I missed you. I don't know when to do these anymore. When is a good night? I kind of do these at random, but I guess for many of us, life gets in the way, as it were. So, Tim, I'm glad you were here. I know it's been a while. Stay safe. Say hello to mom. And I'm going to end this now. And Tim, I'll catch you on the next one. Everybody else, sorry I missed you. And yeah, I'll catch you sometime on the next one. So take care and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Ciao.